All right, hello Math 9. I'm not at school today, as you can see. This is the lesson for today. I'm having some vitamin C, which is red peppers. Cucumbers, I'm not sure what vitamins they have, but they must have some. So excuse my chomping. Let's get close to the mic. That's called ASMR. For those that are interested in that, there's actually YouTube videos of people doing close-up sounds. So maybe this YouTube will get a lot of hits with my cucumber ASMR. Okay. I'm tired and not feeling 100%, so bear with me with my sense of humor. Here we go. Add, subtract fractions. We did this yesterday. Thanks, Bentley, for this little mascot. I appreciate him. He's nice. He's a cute little guy. All right, let's subtract these. Now, I'm going to zoom in. First thing I would do, personally, I can work sideways or down. Subtracting a negative, I might as well make that an add. Now, why this question is so glorious, give me more of these, McPhee, because I love them. It already has a common denominator. They're both 4s. So I'm done. I just have to remember my rule. Top number, numerator plus numerator is 10, and then I leave my denominator the same. It's 4. At this point, it's correct, but what the answer key will do and what math people like to do because they like to simplify is, by complete coincidence, and it's just coincidence, there's 10 is even, 4 is even, so I know I could divide both by 2. Has nothing to do with the original question. I had no idea that this would have a 2 in common to both, just fluke, and end up with 5 over 2. Now, in math, we call a fraction that has a numerator that is bigger than the denominator an improper fraction. That's correct. But I could also divide 2 into 5 and say it goes in twice, which is 4, remainder of 1, and I could write that as a mixed. Don't worry about that today. Just the answer key could be 10 over 4, 5 over 2, or 2.5. All the same answer, done. All right. Next question. What makes me extremely happy with this question when I see it? My goodness, it's beautiful. It's got a common denominator of 29. I'm done. All I need to do, I'm just going to do the answer right here. 29 on the bottom, but be careful. When there's a negative out front, I automatically pop it to the top. I think there's an Alan Jackson song called Pop the Top Again. Pop the top again. I think that's how it goes, something like that. But this could be like, pop it to the top again. Sorry, that's my bad country singing. That's as good as country singing gets, actually, right there. So negative 1 plus 19 is 18. I'll write it at the side here. And then I would just double check. Does anything go into 18 and 29? Well, if I'm on the ball, I know 29's prime, so I know that's done. Done. Next one. Uh-oh. Different denominators. Before I start, though, double negative, you become an addition. But now I can't even use the Bentley rule. Bentley, you're now in a video. You're now, if this goes viral, the Bentley rule could go big. It could go real big. You could be making money with this Bentley. You could be making money. So here we go. 4 and 5, the biggest number 4 does not go into, so you go to your times table sheet, you look down the 4 column, you look down the 5 column, and you find out that they have a 20 lowest common denominator or multiple in common. You look back at the original and you say to yourself, what do I need to multiply this turkey by? You say, well, this needs multiplied by a 5, this needs multiplied by a 5 to keep it equivalent. Hence, the top is a 35. That's a really sad 3. This gets multiplied by 4. Top gets multiplied by 4. Gives me 4. And then I'm left with 39 over 20. Good answer. I could go and say 20 goes into 39 once with 19 remainder and put it into mixed form. Both are correct. Boom. Next little turkey. Right away, I don't like the brackets. I would probably rewrite it without the brackets personally. Next thing I would do, I would check the Bentley rule. 8, biggest number. Does 4 go into 8? Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So now 8 stays in 8. So the top stays in -3. The bottom, though, you need a little makeover, buddy. You need to be multiplied by 2 to get the 8. So I'm going to multiply by 2 here. That gives me 2. Don't forget to write the symbol in between. And now comes the part where I got to be careful. What's -3? Take away 2. -5 over 8. Done. It's not in improper form, so I'm done, and nothing goes into 5 and 8. So that's kind of a recap. Well, this didn't happen in any of the homework last day. You weren't lucky enough to have the same denominators. Here, non-Bentley rule, Bentley rule, review. So that's kind of review of last day. So 6 minutes of review with 1 minute of ASMR and a little bit of a friendly Lego guy. Next page, flip it over. There's 3 examples to get a little bit more intense, but not bad. Nothing to be worried about. Just numbers. Who cares? Take a deep breath, relax, just look at it. So how I deal with mixed. I don't like working with mixed. So I hide all the symbols and I just change that. And for those that need a recollection of change mixed to improper, 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. And then you keep the denominator the same and then I just pop the negative back on. Back end, ignore it. So put the subtraction there. 4 times 6 plus 5. So 24 plus 5, 29 over 6. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 over 6. Now it's ready to roll. Bentley rule. Love Bentley rule. Man, this could make money, Bentley. This could make money. I swear, we need to do something about that. So, bottom denominator, 6, because 2 goes into 6. That stays a 29 because it already was a 6. This little, I was going to say a bad word, this little beggar gets multiplied by 3. Top and bottom becomes -21. All over 6. -21, take away 29. Be careful. It's going to give me -50. Then before I walk away, is it in lowest terms? Uh-oh, not quite, because they're both even. I could divide both by 2. -25 over, oops, that would be bad, over 3. And if I want to change that to mixed, how many times does 3 go into 25? On my times tables, it goes up at least to the 8, because that goes in 24 times, and left with 1 left over. -8 1/3. Same thing. Whew. Okay, we're almost there. Next one. You're already a nice little fraction. I'm going to leave you be, little buddy. You're not a nice fraction. That's a weird mix. Look at that. It's kind of got mixed and improper. So you're just going to change to improper. 2 times 2, 4 plus 5, 9. 9 over 2. With a minus sign in between. Plus, how do I make 5 a fraction? 5 over 1. Now, does the Bentley rule work here? Biggest number is 9. Does 2 go into 9 and 1 go into 9? 1 does, but 2 doesn't, so I got to think differently. Can you think of a number in your times tables that both 9 and 2 and 1 all go into? Well, 1 goes into every number. I would start with the biggest and work up. So the next number for 9 would be 18. 9 goes into 18. Does 2 go into 18? Yep. Does 1 go into 18? Yeah. There's the winner. So then I go back. You need to be multiplied by a 2, top and bottom, so you now become a -4. You need to be multiplied by a 9 to become an 18, so you become an 81. You need to be multiplied by an 18. Does your times table sheet go up to 18? I think it does. 18 times 5. I could do that without it, but I'm going to check it because I'm kind of lazy at the moment. 18 times 5 is 90. And now I'm left with 18 on the bottom. Maybe I can't do this in my head. Maybe I have to write it out in a big string. And I'm going to work from left to right. So -4 take away 81. That is -85. Plus 90, it's a 5. 5 over 18, done like dinner. Okay, now at that point, depending on what's happening in class, TOC can stop the video there, or you can play the one. This is like fractions on steroids. I'm going to do this, but you could pause it right there. But really this is kind of beyond where we need to be at the moment for grade 9. If you can get to here, you're doing well. So I'll come back to this in a minute. What we're going to do, if you flip, you got 3 options right now. There's a new assignment part of this package today. You could jump in here. Starts out quite simple, gets more advanced as it goes through, and then it even has, so more advanced, and then it even has some little brain teaser questions with fractions on them to challenge you if you need it, with the answers, just to make sure you're on the right track. Or Miss Kim, if she's there today, hopefully. Last class we had 2 sheets. There was this sheet, which was very basic, for those that need very basic to get the ball rolling. Or this one.